नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly perceive ourselves. Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam. Now we are successfully studying in the 14th chapter. We just have 2 slokas to finish the 14th chapter. This sloka number 26 and then 27. This is a very important chapter, the 3 modes of material nature. The mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, Sattvaguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Only from Bhagavad Gita we can understand, we can get this knowledge, not anywhere else, not from anywhere else. Only directly from Krishna. Of course, it is there in the Shastra, but not the way everything is given in one place, that is in Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna says very clearly that after knowing this, after getting this knowledge, there is nothing else is there for us to know. Yajnatva neha bhuyo anyate jnatavyam avasisyate. So yajnatva, by knowing this, so there is no need to know anything else. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So, what we are normally studying and understanding in this material world is only about the matter, the knowledge about the Mahat Tattva, that is earth, water, fire, air, space. We don't even much about mind, intelligence, and ahankara. They are subtle bodies. They are subtle body. And that knowledge also we are getting in this Bhagavad Gita only very clearly. So, we need to understand very well from Bhagavad Gita that each and every action, what we do, it has got a reaction, but it need not be. We can nullify that reaction. We know that Newton's third law of motion is that each and every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. Here, in this material world, based on this Bhagavad Gita, the law of karma is Each and every action has got an equal and similar reaction. It's not opposite reaction, it's similar reaction. If we do good, we will get good reactions. If we do bad, we will get bad reactions. But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will be able to just burn all those reactions. Nothing is going to affect us. So that means whatever we have done in the past, we know for sure that is affecting us right now. Our present condition of life, it's all based on what we did in the past. That's what is binding. Karma bandha. When we take another birth in this material world, that is known as Janma Bandha. But with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, all our sins can be completely washed off. Even if one committed the most sinful reactions, the sinner of all sinners, even if one considers himself to be the sinner of all sinners, the worst sinner of all sinners. Apichetasi papebhyaga sarvebhyaga papa krittamaga. If he just gets into this boat of Bhagavad Gita knowledge, sarvam jnana plavenaiva vrijinam santarishish. So he will be able to cross beyond the ocean of material miseries. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge, that's what is going to help us to cross this ocean of material miseries. So all our reactions will be burnt. It will come to an end. Yataidamsi samitognihi bhashmashat kurute juna jnanagni tagda karmanam bhashmashat kurute tata. Just like a fire, blazing fire can burn the firewood into ashes. Samittogni, blazing fire. Yataidamsi samittogni bhashmashat kurute. It's bhashma. It's burns the firewood into ashes. Similarly, jnanagni tagda karmanu. So jnanagni tagda karmani bhashmasat kurute tada. So the fire of knowledge will burn all the reactions into ashes. That's what we need to understand. So we can, for sure, we're all here, we are struggling, we are suffering in this material world because we are conditioned. It's because of our past sinful acts. It's very well known. The reason we are struggling and suffering because we committed sins. There is no doubt about that. So, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can burn all those sins. And we will not commit any more sins. Yesam tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmuktaha bhajante mam tritavrata. Because when our sins will get eradicated, when it will all be burnt, only when we get this fire of knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita. So that means when we get this knowledge, we will understand, we are understanding without any doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We have no doubt about it. We are able to fully surrender unto Krishna because we know everything. If you know Bhagavad Gita, that means we know everything. So we can surrender unto Krishna. And when we surrender unto Krishna, so that means we are not going to commit any more sins. Because with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, by knowing very well that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, And by developing that unconditional and unalloyed love on Krishna, then we'll automatically start serving Krishna only. So that's why Krishna said that, Bhajante mam drata vrata. That's it. With great determination, they will render devotional service unto me. Bhajante mam drata vrata. That's what Krishna said. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is helping us to do that. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge is helping us to free ourselves from all material miseries because we are able to fully surrender unto Krishna with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. We are very fortunate, no doubt, because this topmost secret Krishna is revealing to us, and we are getting the opportunity to repeatedly study, to repeatedly listen to Krishna again and again, so many times, and we are getting this knowledge now. We are getting so much, we are understanding very, very deep in this Bhagavad Gita. Our understanding has become very deep. So now we know everything with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we just have to act. It is automatically happening. If we have this knowledge, we are not going to sit idle. If you know that we are struggling and suffering with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, so then we will only try to come out of that suffering. So, Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkai, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. That's what is our problems. They are our issues. They are our problems. We need to solve them. Nothing else in this material world is a problem for us. Our very existence in this material world is a big problem. Having a material body is a problem. We think that there are so many problems for us to solve every day, and we try to solve them. But our real problem is that having this material body, that is what is our real problem. We need to solve this problem. Then there won't be any more problems. If we solve this, if you don't get any more material bodies, any more body, that means then there is no problem for us. That's what we need to understand. So we need to vimukto. We need to get freed. That is possible only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That is possible only by knowing about Krishna, that he is the Supreme Person. So everything should be based on this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Of course, not everyone will accept this. Krishna himself said very clearly that idam te na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana nacha asusrusave vachyam nachamam yo abhyasuyate. This knowledge cannot be explained to anyone who are not willing to undergo any austerities, who is not a devotee, and especially who is envious of me. This knowledge cannot be explained. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So, only to devotees this knowledge can be explained. Only those who have faith on this Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge can be explained. And we have faith on Krishna. That's why we are getting this knowledge. So, with this fire of knowledge, with this boat of knowledge, with this weapon of knowledge, with this lamp of knowledge, light of knowledge, basically, with this eyes of knowledge, so we will be able to cross beyond the ocean of material miseries, no doubt about it. We can solve all our problems at once, at the time of death, simply by remembering Krishna, not anyone else, not anything else. Simply by remembering Krishna at the time of death, we can solve all our problems. That's what Krishna is asking us to do. Krishna is asking us to practice remembering him. Practice chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focusing our mind on Krishna. So Krishna is repeatedly asking us in this Bhagavad Gita to focus our mind only on him, because this is what is going to help us to free ourselves from this material world, material bondage, material entanglement. So when we understand this entire Bhagavad Gita, then we are not going to sit idle. We're going to let others know Krishna's message. Even though this is a topmost secret, this is a topmost secret which we can discuss with anyone who wants to listen. What is in general secret? Secret means it should not be told to anyone else. Then only it's a secret. But this Bhagavad Gita is the king of secret, Raja Guhyam. It is Guhyat Guhyataram. It is the secret of all secrets. It is the topmost secret. Ragasyamye etad uttamam. But still, we can go and tell everyone about what is said in Bhagavad Gita. This is a secret because others, those who have no faith on this Bhagavad Gita, even if we tell them, even if they have this Bhagavad Gita book, they cannot understand. Because Krishna has revealed this secret. He is seated in our heart as the super soul. And Krishna is teaching us very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. So, you surrender unto a guru and render reward service unto him, and he will explain this knowledge to you because he has seen the truth. So, Krishna will arrange everything. That's what is very important. So, this secret can easily get revealed to us. Once we have faith on Krishna, we have faith on this Bhagavad Gita, when we understand very well that this Bhagavad Gita is the king of science, Raja Vidya. It is like science. We need to understand. This is a science about ourself, Adhyatma Vidya. So it is the knowledge about ourself, science of ourself. We need to understand that. Once we understand that, then everything becomes very clear. No confusion. Our existence, our life, and the life beyond birth and death, and our actions, and our ambitions, our goals, everything becomes very clear with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. We can simply surrender unto Krishna and enjoy. That's it. And do everything for Krishna and enjoy. That's it. That's what we are getting with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. The real enjoyment, the real happiness. So that comes with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Because when we are connected with Krishna, our mind is going to be very, very peaceful. So that is the source of happiness, nothing else. Peace of mind is the source of happiness. If our mind is peaceful, we are going to be happy. And our mind can be peaceful only when we focus our mind on Krishna. Otherwise, our mind will get agitated. It will get disturbed. It won't be peaceful. When we are focusing our mind on the material sense objects, our mind will get disturbed. It won't be peaceful. When we focus our mind on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, our mind will be very calm and it will be very peaceful. So then we can enjoy. So that is the real way of finding happiness. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. In this Bhagavad Gita, with this knowledge, we are understanding everything about our life and what we are supposed to do. Everything is becoming very clear. And we know very well that our existence is in this material world is very temporary. It's not going to be forever. It's always changing. So we cannot simply plan to, like as if we are going to live here forever. That's how everybody in the day-to-day life, even a person at the age of 70, 80, 90 and on, if their karmendriyas are still active, they are still able to, still they want to work. They're very like very much thinking that this life is going to be like forever. So that's what is Maya. We need to understand. So at any age, of course, because even at a very young age also, what is the guarantee that one can live here forever? And what is the guarantee that a person can live tomorrow? Everything is temporary. Everything. Our existence is temporary. We need to know. So only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we can actually come out of this illusion. And then we can do things in the right way, actually. So, the sloka number 21, what we studied in the 14th chapter, Krishna taught us. Arjuna Vacha Kairlingai Strin Gunanetan Titho Bhavati Prabhu Kimacharah Katham Chaitam Strin Gunanati Vartate. By what symptoms one can be known that he is freed from the three modes of nature? Kailingais Strin Gunanetan Achito Bhavati Prabhu. By what symptoms I can understand one is freed from the modes of nature? Kimacharaka, and by what behaviors? Katham Chaitam Strin Gunan Ativartadi, and how one can transcend the three modes of nature, how one can become freed from the three modes of nature. Katham, how? Kim, what are his behaviors? What gunas? Everything. So Arjuna is asking. Arjuna inquired, my dear Lord, by which symptoms is one known who is transcendental to these three modes? What is his behavior and how does he transcend the modes of nature? Then in the next sloka, the four slokas what we studied yesterday, in sloka number 22 to 25. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prakasham Cha Pravritthim Cha Mohameva Cha Pandava Nadveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati Udasina Vadasino Gunairyo Navichalyate Guna Vartanta Ityeva Yovatistati Nengate Samadukka Sukha Svastaha Samanostashma Kanchanaha Tulya Priya Priyodiras Tulya Nindatma Samstutihi Mana Pamanayo Tulyas Tulyo Mitrari Pakshayo Sarvaramba Parityagi Gunatitaha Savuchyate. So, what Krishna is teaching us that Prakasham cha Pravritthim cha Mohameva cha Pandava. So, when we studied in the 14th chapter, when Krishna used the word Prakasham, that is, when the mode of goodness is predominant, at that time, Prakasham, illumination, there is illumination. Whereas, when the mode of passion, Rajoguna is predominant, so there is too much attachment. Lobhaga, pravritti, arambaga. So that's what pravritti. That's what is when the Rajoguna is dominant. Then, pramada moham evacha. So when the tamoguna is dominant, moham, illusion. So that means when there is mode of goodness predominating, or when there is mode of passion is controlling, or when there is mode of ignorance is dominating. So prakasham cha, pravrittim cha, moham eva cha pandava, nadveshti sampravritthanim. So when they develop, we should not hate them. We should not be we should be simply focused on Krishna. So we know that three modes of nature are controlling us, forcing us to act, but we don't have to develop attachment to the results. We can focus our mind on Krishna. We can offer the results unto Krishna. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that Nadveshti Sampravrittani. So when they are there, so when they are there, we should not hate them. And Nanivrittani Kankshati. And when they are gone, so when the one mode of nature is changing to the other mode of nature, at that time we should not desire them. Nanivrittani Kankshati. We should be neutral. Udasina vadasino. Udasina vad asino. So that's why we should be situated as neutral. As situated, udasino means as neutral. Gunairyo na vichalyate. So one who is not disturbed by the gunas. Gunaga vattante ityeve yo vatistati nengate. Just the gunas are engaged in their activities. That's how we need to treat them. So yo vatistati nengate. So we should not be bothered. We should not be disturbed. Samadukka sukhaga swastaga. So we should be equal in both happiness and distress and situated in ourself. Swastaga. Samadukka sukhaga swastaga samalostasma kanchanagam. So we should treat pebble stones and gold as the same, and tulya priya priyodiras. So we should be treating both whom we like and whom we hate, everybody equally. We should not be basically liking or hating someone. We should be equal to everyone. That's why tulya priya priyodiragam. So what we desire, what we don't desire, so we should not be affected by that. Tulya nindatma samstuti. So when somebody blames us, nindatma, or somebody praises, so we should not be bothered, disturbed. So we should be equal. And mana apamanayo tulya, so equal in both honor and dishonor. And tulya mitrari pakshayo, so being equal with both friends and enemies. And sarvaramba parityagi, so one who is able to renounce in all the activities. So kunatitaga sauchyate. So such a person has transcended the modes of nature. So that's what. So if you're able to meet all these qualities, then we can declare that we are freed from the three modes of material nature. So that's what our goal should be. Our goal is to gain all these qualities before we die. Then we are going to go to Goloka. And there is one simple, the only way it is possible to gain all these qualities. It's very easy way, and only way is there. And what is that? To gain all these qualities. So that's what when Krishna answers the next questions, Katham Chaitam Strin Gunan Ativartade. How can one transcend the three modes of nature? That's what we are going to study today and understand that. If we just do that, then we are freed from the three modes of nature. So that means we are going to gain all these qualities. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O son of Pandu, he who does not hate illumination, attachment, and delusion when they are present, or long for them when they disappear, who is unwavering and undisturbed through all these reactions of the material qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the modes alone are active, who is situated in the self and regards alike happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of earth, a stone, and a piece of gold with an equal eye, who is equal toward the desirable and the undesirable, who is steady, situated equally well in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcended the modes of nature. So it's a very important shloka what we are studying. The next one, how one can transcend the modes of nature. Mam chayo vyabicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaita brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Mamchayo avyabicharena. So anyone who renders devotional service without any deviation, without any fail, bhakti yogena sevate, renders devotional service unto me, mam sevate, mamchayo avyabicharena bhakti yogena. So bhakti yogena mam sevate. So without any fail, without any break, if anyone renders devotional service unto me, Sagunan Samati Tetan, he will be able to transcend the three modes of material nature. That is the way to get freed from the modes of nature. So that is the only way to get freed from the modes of nature. So that means we need to get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of God, and develop faith and love on Krishna, and simply surrender unto Krishna and render devotional service unto Krishna. Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. So get always engaged in Krishna's devotional service with love and devotion, and then Krishna will give us the intelligence by which we can go to him. So that means by using that intelligence, we can free ourselves from the three modes of material nature. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So just by rendering devotional service. And what is the topmost devotional service? The topmost service is just spreading this message to others. That's it. Just if you do that one service, if we just tell others that, ask them to join this Bhagavad Gita, that's whomever we meet, whomever we talk, we should only tell this only, nothing else. Then it is guaranteed that we are going to go to Goloka. Yedam paramam guhyam madbhakte swabhidashyati bhaktimayi param krutva mamevaisati asamsega. That's what Krishna is teaching. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpita. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 26th sloka in the 14th chapter. And by tomorrow with the 27th sloka, we will be able to complete 14th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवा सादि गौरभक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Palniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare. So today's explanation initial is really very good that our material body is the main problem to us. That it is better to renounce the material body and go to Goloka. That is a very interesting thing which we have explained today. And basically we are suffering due to our own sins. That is not because of anybody else. That is another important thing which we have to really remember and understand and follow also. That is the very good things we have learned today, and then render devotional service all the time so that we can all the three modes of nature we can totally avoid. That is another important sloga which Krishna taught to us. Thank you, Guruji, today. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vrinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Jyoti Mataji. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Interesting session. I really enjoyed, as the devotee said in the beginning. You have said interesting things. The most sinner of the sinners can get rid of his sins by the Bhagavad Gita Gyan. Really interesting session. Enjoyed. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. A very important lesson today, that by rendering the devotional service, we can transcend our life.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu. I think you got muted again. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Mani.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Since I am official, from the beginning I missed it. So your explanation of all slokas, I heard it. It was very excellent and very expressive, and three gunas and nature was nicely explained. Very interesting and exploring. Thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Great.
Manoranjan Saru Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's listen to Srila Prabhupada's Gita.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Brinda Mataji.
Yes, Guruji, my phone gave away,
Yes.
so I switched to another number of mine. Yes,
Yes.
Guruji. Thank you for the class, and today's last verse that you spoke is unfailing in your faith. Pure devotion, unfailing, Guruji.
It is correct. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, and transcending these modes of nature will definitely lead us to Krishna. And he gave the way that to surrender unto him. So pure devotion, unfailing.
Yes.
That was your last verse, Guruji. It's
Yes.
really doing our best, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sorry
Thank you.
for this interruption that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.